We know she's America's hot girl, we know she's a savage, and we know she and Cardi B blew up the internet with their latest single. But there's so much more you may not know about Megan Thee Stallion. To no one's surprise, Megan Thee Stallion is killing the game right now, and for good reason. As of early September of this year, she's been on the Billboard Artist 100 charts for 59 weeks straight. With all of the fame, fortune, and attention, the 25-year-old rap icon climbed her way to the top even through criticisms, uncertainty, loss, and recent unforeseen circumstances. Needless to say, Megan's been through the ringer, but her perseverance and desire to keep going, partnered with her contagious upbeat personality, powerful presence, and undeniable confidence, makes her journey to the top even more inspiring. When we see Megan now, we see the gorgeous, sassy hip-hop icon. But what was she up to before the fame, and where did it all start? Before being known as Megan Thee Stallion, she was Megan Jovan Ruth Pete, born on February 15, 1995, and grew up in the South Park area of southern Houston, Texas. Growing up in Texas is something Megan has always been proud of and openly talks about it in her music. Fans who knew Megan in her early days may remember her single Last Week in Houston, Texas from 2017, which the music video for now surpasses 8 million views and counting. As an only child, she talks about how she had a lot of time to herself, and while many of us spent our childhoods dreaming of what we wanted to be when we grew up, she already knew that she wanted to make her name known in the music industry, and who better to draw inspiration from other than her own mother, who was a rapper at the time. Holly Thomas, whose stage name was Hollywood, spent 6 years releasing music and trying to start her own label. According to Megan, her mother was the first female rapper she'd ever known. In an interview with Vulture, she talked about how she would go to the studio with her mom while she worked and would secretly steal her instrumental CDs and write rap lyrics to them. And apparently, that worked in her favor. But contrary to what people may assume about the outspoken rap star, Megan was actually a shy kid and even opened up to Billboard about how she used to get teased in elementary school. That is, until her mother gave her the wisdom and the courage to stand up for herself. According to Billboard, Megan went up to school the next day, confronted the mean girls, and well, let's just say words were exchanged. And since then, Megan claims she's been nothing but confident, and it shows. She's beaming with it. In fact, that very presence and her height is what granted her the name of Stallion, which she got when she was in high school. Megan explained to Vulture that in the South, a stallion is what people call you when you're tall and fine. Megan started rapping when she was just 14 years old, but it wasn't until she was 18 that she finally started to proclaim that. According to Rolling Stone, Megan was still shy and didn't want anyone to know she could rap, and was concerned about what others would think of her lyrics. After high school, she started recording ciphers around the Texas Southern University campus, where, fun fact, she's currently still enrolled in classes. These ciphers gave her the confidence to finally tell her mother about her hidden talent. Eventually, when she did tell her mom she could rap, she didn't believe her. When Megan dropped a few bars, her mom was impressed, but due to her suggestive lyrics, she told Megan she couldn't officially come out as a rapper until she was 21. Megan respected her mom's wishes, and when she finally turned 21, her mom became her manager. She later released the now popular Stally freestyle that many fans now know her from. While Megan's lyrics can be empowering and can make people feel liberated and confident, some people don't feel the same way. And they've been making it known to Megan. By now, the internet has blown up with the latest single, WAP.
Enough. That is disgusting and foul, and don't ever play that again.
Released by Cardi B in collaboration with Megan Thee Stallion. We won't tell you what it stands for, but if you've heard the song, you'll definitely get the meaning of it. From other musicians to even politicians, it seems like everyone has had something to say in regards to her lyrics. There was even a push from some conservatives to put a ban on Cardi and Megan for the song. Some celebrities like CeeLo Green even put in his own 2 cents, saying the song was unfortunate and disappointing on a personal and moral level. Ironically, this comes from a musician whose arguably most popular song we can't even say the name of without censoring it. This type of criticism for her work isn't new to Megan, or many women in hip-hop for that matter. For years, men in hip-hop have talked openly about equally explicit topics in their lyrics, and while there are always people who disapprove of those lyrics, the criticism is nowhere near as harsh as it is when women in hip-hop talk about the same subjects. Instead, women are often shamed for expressing anything explicit in their music at a disproportionate rate than their male peers. Megan told Rolling Stone, "We should be able to go equally as hard. I don't want to hear none of that. That's offensive." Instead, she and other women in hip-hop would rather redefine what femininity means to them and live their life on their own terms. The constant battle of having to defend her music to misinformed critics isn't the only battle she's had to face. Earlier this year, Megan started butting heads with her former record label 1501 Certified Entertainment over the ability to release her latest EP, Sugar. According to an interview with Mary Claire, Megan and 1501 had trouble renegotiating her new contract, and the record label attempted to legally bar her from releasing the new project. Ultimately, the judge in the court case ruled in Megan's favor, with loyal fans behind her as #FreeTheStallion was trending on Twitter. Megan responded in a gorgeous Instagram post saying, "I will stand up for myself. I am no one's property." Unfortunately, criticism in the court case would end up being less of a concern for this hip-hop icon. Last year, the young star lost her mother, who was also her manager, to a cancerous brain tumor. 2 weeks before then, she lost her great-grandmother. Taking after her mother, Megan dealt with the grief by continuing to work, which shocked many people. Some fans even accused her of acting as if her mother didn't pass away and couldn't understand why she continued to work. Megan told Fader, "No matter what I'm going through, I still want to keep going. I know how my mama is, and I know she wouldn't want me to stop." And to top everything off, there was the now famous incident from a couple of months ago. In July of this year, Megan suffered from an attack where she was wounded in both of her feet after an argument with R&B singer Tory Lanez. Even after the altercation that left her injured and in need of surgery, she didn't press charges. Unfortunately, many people, other celebrities included, didn't believe the news to be true. That is, until Megan turned to her Instagram Live and, while fighting through tears, explained the ordeal in detail, opening the eyes of many people to the seriousness of the incident and the aggressions that many Black women face in general.
A bunch of people that you think is making you happy.
But through everything, Megan has kept her head up and has continued to strive and come out on top. Many celebrities like JoJo, Halle Berry, Michael B. Jordan, Chance the Rapper, and more all posted their support for Megan throughout her recovery following the incident. But someone with Megan's outlook on life could never stay down for long, especially after following the success of WAP with Cardi B and her Savage remix collaboration with none other than Beyoncé. Not to mention that Megan is still set to finish up her degree at Texas Southern University, where she'll be graduating with a degree in healthcare administration. She was inspired to study healthcare after growing up seeing her grandmother take care of her great-grandmother, and has plans to open up her own facilities to care for older people and assist them with their end-of-life care. Fellow rapper Nicki Minaj, who Megan collaborated with last year in the song Hot Girl Summer, commended Megan on her plans to finish school, telling Variety, "One of my favorite things about Meg is her desire to further her education. It's so important for women to feel inspired to achieve goals outside of social media, where the focus is usually placed on their bodies or who they're dating at the time. Women are more than just baby mamas, and we can continue to prove that by being goal-oriented, bettering ourselves, and being independent. Megan is the perfect example that we can have fun and be smart at the same time." And she's not done yet. Megan also plans to work on a horror movie after sharing in an interview that she loves horror films, her favorite being Evil Dead. She even had her hand in acting last year when she starred in the YouTube series Halloween, which was directed by Teyana Taylor. To add to her extensive list of passions, Megan is also a huge anime fan, one of her favorite shows being the popular shonen series My Hero Academia. Fans of both anime and Megan may have noticed the photos of her in cosplay as Todoroki, a popular character from the show. In July, Megan announced that she was teaming up with Crunchyroll, a popular anime and manga distribution and publishing Marketing Network to release a limited edition unisex streetwear fashion line. We know, we're just as shook as you are. But by now, we know Megan just won't quit. She's also a judge on the HBO Max series Legendary, a reality competition show highlighting the talents of the ballroom scene, which she'll be returning to as the show has recently been renewed for a second season. Megan told Deadline, "When I saw the passion behind and saw what everyone stands for, I saw myself in that. There is literally nothing this woman can't do." With everything Megan's had to overcome since her seemingly fast rise to the top, she's stayed resilient and seems to have no plans on slowing down or stopping her grind anytime soon. And why should she? She's a star that only seems to shine brighter with every obstacle she faces. Now honestly, how hyped are you for Megan's new endeavors?